Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The International Conference for Parks and Archaeological Sites discussed in Salalah the Sultanate's efforts and global experiences in protecting and running sites and parks of international heritage. To boost awareness and knowledge of genetic resources, the National Awareness Campaign Treasures of Oman kicks off. And rescuers search for survivors after 66 bodies were recovered from the wreckage of a ferry carrying 150 people that capsized in Bangladesh. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Naif bin Abdulaziz Al Saud in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his appointment as heir to the Crown Prince and Second Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of the Interior of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. His Majesty the Sultan has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Broko Baz Fablo Paulos of Greece on his election as the President of the Republic. And His Majesty sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Thomas Alvis of Estonia on his country's National Day. Under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, Minister of Heritage and Culture, and activities of second edition of International Conference for Archaeological Parks and Sites started in Salalah today as Frankincense Harvest Festival was organized yesterday evening. It is hosted by the Sultan's representative in the Office of Advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs. More details in the following report read by Huda Al-Jahwariya.
Taking part in the conference are an elite of scientists, UNESCO executive officials, the Paris-based International Council for Landmarks and Sites, as well as international scientific and academic institutions of concern to global cultural heritage of archaeological parks, in addition to Omani specialized cultural and scientific establishments. The three-day conference discussed the international expertise in protecting and managing the World Heritage Sites and Parks, as well as the Sultanate's efforts in this aspect. The chief guest said that there is no doubt there is a need for studying the archaeological sites and parks deeply and protect them from mishap so as to be recorded in the World List. He hoped that the conference would result in recommendations which help to protect heritage and natural archaeological places for many years to come. Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed bin Nasser al-Shaybaniya, Minister of Education, in a speech said that the conference seeks to come out by future vision for the joint work of the international organizations and councils, as well as the institutions of concern to archaeological parks and sites in regional and international levels. On the sideline of the conference, an exhibition was organized to highlight the importance of attention to archaeological sites in the Sultanate, with the participation by the Office of His Majesty's Advisor for Cultural Affairs, the Ministry of Heritage and Culture, and the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs. His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Dhofar, said he believed that the participation of elite specialists from around the world gives more significance to the Omani deep-rooted heritage. His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, Minister of Heritage and Culture, presided over the activities of Frankincense Harvest Festival, which was launched last evening with the attendance of their excellencies. It included a group of shows of heritage arts and introductory to the old ways of extracting frankincense. It also comprised a display for leaf products used largely in the past in getting frankincense, in addition to participating a number of families in the frankincense filtering process and sorting it according to its color and quality, besides setting up a special environment for animals such as camels and goats. The chief guest said that the occasion is a good chance to repeat the past, even though it was just a small part of it in front of the youth, attendees and visitors. He added that the ministry and all government entities working in this field seek to protect such heritage. The Heritage Village at the festival comprised a number of Bedouin tents amid the frankincense trees to introduce the visitors to the lifestyle of the Bedouin. His Excellency Abdulaziz bin Mohammed Al-Rouas, advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs, said that because of the efforts exerted by the citizens in the festival, the visitors could have a perfect view of their fathers' and forefathers' heritage. He added that the government seeks to open the gates for the people to benefit from their skills to develop their economy. The conference participants paid a visit to archaeological Awbar site in the Niaba of Shasr, which is considered as one of the frankincense sites enrolled in the World Heritage List.
A national awareness campaign, Treasure of Oman, which is supervised by Oman Animals and Plants Genetic Resources Center, affiliated to the Research Council, launched today. The campaign aimed to enhance awareness and knowledge of animals, plants and marine genetic resources and microorganic species. The 2-month campaign program is to visit all governorates of the Sultanate to spread the importance of studying genetic resources science, functions related to them, as well as to produce Oman Animals and Plants Genetic Resources Center. The campaign is accompanied with an exhibition that includes animals, plants and marine species, in addition to microorganics species. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Omani Photography Society held a ceremony in the Wilaya of Sib to launch a book entitled Oman's Enchanting Geology.
هل تعرفون أن الصغار يتمتعون بقدرات كبيرة؟ كلهم مفاجآت، وبإمكانهم تعليمكم الكثير. وعندما تقدمون لهم البداية الصحيحة يصبحون أفضل وأفضل.
مع جبنة أبو الولد أطلقي إمكانيات صغارك. كيري خبير الطعم. كيري كيري كيري.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Review of good bilateral relations that bind the Sultanate and the United Arab Emirates came at the focus of meeting of His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, with His Excellency Mohammed Sultan Al-Suwaidi, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates accredited to the Sultanate. During the meeting, they discussed a number of matters of common concern that boundaries for achieving joint interest, besides a number of issues of mutual concern. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, also received His Excellency Mohammed Saleh Al-Sheikh Ali, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain, accredited to the Sultanate, to bid farewell at the end of his mission as his country's ambassador to the Sultanate. The ambassador expressed his pride and appreciation for the care he received from all officials in the Sultanate. On his part, the Minister of Royal Office thanked the ambassador for efforts he exerted in strengthening relations in all fields between the Sultanate and the Kingdom of Bahrain during performing his duties in the Sultanate, and wished him continued success. Oman Airports Management Company OMC held a ceremony to honor airline companies and retail shops working in both Muscat and Salalah airports. It was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior. The ceremony came to highlight the keenness of OMAC towards all institutions and companies working in the Sultanate airports, as well as their role in providing services for the passengers. The ceremony witnessed a number of musical and heritage shows, including traditional arts from the Governorate of Dhofar. The Sultanate is planning to enhance the contribution of aviation sector in domestic product through the new airport buildings, in addition to attract more global airlines. Sheikh Samar bin Ahmed Al-Nabhani, Director of Commercial Operations in Oman Airports Management Company, in an executive statement to the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television, said that the company is currently planning to connect the Sultanate's airports with the seaports. He added that the project will be in cooperation and coordination with the Ministry of Transport and Communications, the Dukum Economic Authority, and companies working in the seaports field. He further said that this project will enhance the Sultanate's role in logistics sector as well as the field of cargo and exports. Implementation of national awareness campaign under the title Solidarity for the Sake of a Safe and Stable Family and discussions of proposed perspectives to prepare a guide of Omani family indices were at the main focus on the 6th meeting of the National Committee for Family Affairs. The meeting also viewed the educational awareness plan and mechanisms to implement committee's works of the year, besides follow-up of decisions and recommendations of the committee's 5th meeting. It also viewed annual report of programs of the Technical Secretariat of the Committee of the year 2014. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Sayed Al Qalbani, Minister of Social Development. The Royal Army of Oman held a ceremony for the graduation of converting corps of specialized university graduates officers. It was held on the grounds of Muaskar Aidam in the Governorate of Dhofar today. After a salute of honor, the graduates put up military display with slow and ordinary march passing in front of the dais of the grounds. After that, the ranks were pinned to the graduating officers, as well as medals of long service and good conduct to a number of affiliates of Sultan Qaboos Military College. The ceremony was presided over by Major General Matar bin Salim al-Balushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman. The Omani Photography Society held a ceremony in the Wilaya of Sib to launch a book entitled Oman's Enchanting Geology under the auspices of Honorable Dr. Al-Khatab bin Ghalib Al-Hanai, Chairman of Education Committee in the State Council. The book was launched in cooperation with Oman Geology Association. It included more than 150 photos of deserts, mountains, wadis, and other beautiful sceneries that are visited by researchers from various countries. The accompanying exhibition included 30 pictures from various beautiful and natural sceneries in the Sultanate. A forum was held in the Governorate of South Batna on investment opportunities and motivations in the Special Economic Zone in Dukum. The forum revealed a host of facilitations and motives given to Omani investors targeting male and female entrepreneurs in the Governorate. It aims to extend the base of investing domestic capital in this promising economic zone. Visual shows were displayed as well as most prominent projects which may contribute in boosting and supporting entrepreneurs. Now for the international world, Yemen's president sought to resume his duties as head of state, holding his first public engagement with the state officials since he fled house arrest in Sana'a by the Houthi group that dominates the northern half of the country. Abdurrahman Mansour Hadi convened governors of several southern provinces and military commanders at the presidential retreat in the economic hub of Aden in a meeting which was broadcast on the city's local television channel. Hadi submitted his resignation last month after Shiite Muslim Houthi fighters seized the presidential palace and held him under house arrest in the capital Sana'a in a power struggle that followed months of tension over a constitutional dispute. But Parliament never met to approve the resignation for it to go into effect as stipulated by the Yemeni laws. A military spokesman said today that continuing attacks from rebels are delaying Ukrainian forces' pullback of heavy weapons from the front line in the country's east. An artillery Stalmark said there were 2 artillery attacks overnight, but amount of shelling has significantly reduced. Under a peace agreement reached on 12 February, both sides in the conflict in eastern Ukraine are to withdraw their heavy weapons anywhere from 25 to 70 kilometers to create a buffer zone. Ukrainian officials said yesterday that they were planning to begin. However, Stalmark told reporters that the moves will not begin until rebel attacks entirely stop, in line with a ceasefire that called into effect on 15th February. At least 70 people died when a ferry carrying 150 passengers and crew capsized after colliding with a trawler on a river in central Bangladesh. Rescuers managed to save at least 50 passengers. More half of the bodies retrieved from the river Padma were women and children. Rescue attempts had now ended. 27 of the bodies were recovered from inside the ferry. Another 43 bodies were pulled from the water earlier today. Police have seized the trawler and arrested the captain and his crew. The ferry had been heading to Putra from Daulatia in Rajbari, about 135 kilometers west of the capital Dhaka. Now for the general weather forecast. Dusty weather with poor horizontal visibility and partly cloudy skies will prevail over the Sultan, with chances of scattered rain, occasionally thunderous, in the governorate of Musandam, coastal areas of Sea of Oman and the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be south to northwesterly moderate to active. Seas will be rough along the coast of governorate of Musandam and Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 3.5 meters, while it will be moderate along the coast of Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The International Conference for Parks and Archaeological Sites discusses in Salalah the Sultan's efforts and global experiences in protecting and running sites and parks of international heritage. To boost awareness and knowledge of genetic resources, a national awareness campaign, Treasures of Oman, kicks off. And rescuers search for survivors after 66 bodies were recovered from the wreckage of a ferry carrying 150 people that capsized in Bangladesh. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.